What's up, everybody? This is Jason Lawrence with Whiskey Throttle Media, and I'm going to break down the track for round 14 in Nashville, Tennessee. The first thing I notice when I pull up the track map is, wow, we didn't bring a doghouse, we brought a dog motel. There's a big gap between the two halves of the starting gates right here, which I have nothing to complain about that. It should separate the riders and make for a good start. Big, long start straight away and a big sweeping left-hand first turn. On the exit of the first turn, there appears to be a shallow roller into 6 singles. Triple we'll see right here from nearly all the riders, except for maybe not on the start. First lap definitely be tough to get that, but that's definitely something that'll separate the leader from the rest of the pack going into the first right-hand 180 turn. Little double, Supercross triple for the fans, into a big long right-hand sweeper that we're calling the beach, and then that's going to put you back onto the start straight. You'll carry a lot of speed out of the beach headed backwards on the start straight, and this is where I anticipate the mechanics pitboard area will be on the rider's right. The track then takes you off the start into one of only 2 left-hand turns that we'll see on the entire track layout this weekend, but probably the most significant turn on the entire track. Out of this left-hand turn, assuming that you went outside and you got the speed, it would be triple onto the table, off through the finish line double. After the finish line, the track's going to take a right 180 bowl turn into a long rhythm section the entire length of the stadium. After that section, though, it's important to note that there's a right-hand 90-degree turn, and there's a simple rule when it comes to 90-degree turns on Supercross tracks, and that's that 90% of the time, it's faster to go on the inside, and that's going to be the same case here. So with that in mind, the rhythm section lines will most likely be double, single over table, triple to the inside, or some guys like most likely Jason Anderson, Jet Lawrence showed they can do the same exact obstacle earlier in the year at Anaheim too. 3 out of the turn, table over 2, which I call 4. So we got 3, 4, 3, 1 to the inside. Now, honestly, I think you're probably primed up to be able to do that last 4, but only if you're headed out of the tunnel and it's the last lap, because there's no way you're stopping for the turn. So I think the fast line in the race will just be the first one that I spoke about, but that bigger line, assuming that you can position yourself on the right, you'll kind of cut off the opportunity for that guy to do the second 3 into the turn, and you'll certainly beat him to the point where your lines intersect before you come across the start. Now, when the track comes across the start, we have something different right here. I don't ever recall seeing something quite like this, and that's 3 singles separating the 2 halves of the starting gate right here. Now, I don't think any rider is going to be able to double any 2 of these 3 singles, just given the sheer distance that that's seeming like in my head. But still, it's cool. The track crew's mixing it up, and I like it. But I think this is going to have an impact on the starting gate selections, and it's going to leave some preferable gates right there, the first 3 or 4 to the left of the dog motel, because the bikes just aren't going to be beating that part up. The dirt is going to be moist. Look for the starts to come from right there. Once you cross the start, the track's going to start to look a lot like we saw at Indianapolis earlier this year. It's going to be that right 180 into the left dog leg out, with it looks like a 45-degree angle wall jump into the whoop section. Now at Indianapolis, we saw the riders able to jump into the whoops. I don't think that's going to be the same case here, but who knows. Once you come through the whoops, we show 10, but we know there'll only be 9, and that's going to put you back into the first turn, which is the only other left-hand turn on this whole course, if you notice that. This is going to make for a lot better racing, though, right here, and I do see an opportunity for maybe guys will have to block the inside, not be able to get the rhythm section out of the first turn, open up the track for passing, but other than that, it's going to be a racetrack, man. You're going to have to make it happen out here.
If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, comment what you thought, and share it with your friends.